My fellow Americans, this man hates our country. This man sees no consequence. He's 82 years old, and in his last 60 days remaining in office, he does not give a damn. Watch this.
Sandra, the Biden administration is quietly loosening immigration policies before Trump takes office. This according to the New York Post. It reports the administration is testing a new app that will allow illegal migrants to bypass in-person check-ins at their local ICE office. Jeff Paul is live with more. It sounds like they're just giving Donald Trump one more thing to undo.
Well, John, we do know the Biden administration has been testing this new immigration and customs app, and the idea is to streamline the check-in process for migrants, allow them to use their phones or computers to touch base with immigration officials while they wait for their date in court instead of appearing for those check-ins in person. Now, a source tells Fox News ICE has been using the app already in a couple of cities, but according to the New York Post, it's going to be launched officially next month in New York City.
Nixon was the first president to resign in American history over a couple of people that he barely knew taking a few pictures at the Democratic National Convention Hotel. The vegetable that we have in charge right now has literally been the architect of the dark ages this country has seen over the last 4 to 8 to 12, 16 years, with a short gap where Trump was president, and he gets medals of honor. He gets awards. Pushing up daisies, Pelosi says he should be on Mount Rushmore. He gets all this accolade and praise. Why is it happening like this? Why do these guys keep getting away with this? He has 60 days left and he's loosening. He's making it even easier for these criminal migrants to come in our country. I mean, what other motive? This is why I keep saying they're hypocrites. This is why I keep saying you've got to share this with everybody, because my fellow Americans, half the country, over 70 million people voted for this because the propagandist media won't share with you what I'm sharing with you. It's bad enough. We've got 18 plus million illegal immigrants in this country who were given the red carpet, dumped in swing states, a lot of them criminals, missing over 300,000 children. This should be the biggest scandal in American history. Nixon resigned over a couple people taking pictures at a hotel. I mean, this is absolute insanity. This guy wants our country to rot, to absolutely be crumbled from the inside out. Oh, and you remember that gang, Tren de Aragua. Venezuela has been absolutely emptying their prisons on the one condition that they come to the U.S. This is all done behind and back channel secrecy from the Biden-Harris administration and these foreign governments. This criminal migrant right here actually attacked DA, which I don't mind that much, DA Alvin Do-Nothing Bragg's assistant in New York City. New York City has been absolutely overtaken by Venezuelan criminal migrants, specifically from Tren de Aragua. Check this out.
Smiling, Brandon Somoza being led out of the Midtown South precinct on West 35th Street this morning. Police say at about 2 a.m. Sunday, he robbed a 38-year-old woman in the hallway of her Hell's Kitchen apartment building. He allegedly grabbed her purse, cell phone, and bank cards and also performed a lewd act. The victim is a Manhattan assistant DA. She was not injured. Police traced her stolen cell phone to a hotel on West 45th Street, which led them to believe the suspect is a migrant, and they were able to track him down. Somoza was arrested just last night. Police say he was using drugs on the street and had stolen items with him. Police believe he is part of Tren de Aragua. That's the Venezuelan gang that has preyed on people in Times Square and Central Park. Somoza is facing a number of counts, including sexually motivated robbery and burglary. He also has 6 prior arrests, all from this year on similar crimes. And he's believed to have arrived in the U.S. in February of 2023.
Cities across America have literally been under siege these past 4 years as the Biden-Harris administration has been giving these guys the red carpet to come into our country. And now, when he has a small, tiny sliver of a molecule of an opportunity to save some face a little bit of your legacy intact before you absolutely go and erase yourself and evaporate in oblivion. You want to make it easier for these guys to come in? You hate America? You don't give a rat's ass about us? You just approved of a $5 billion, which was supposed to be coming back to us, taxpayers. You just approved of a forgiveness of loan for Zelensky and Ukraine, saying, hey, you guys keep the $5 billion. It doesn't matter. I'm leaving. I'm 82. I'm going to die. It doesn't matter. I don't care. When I say they're hypocrites, how long have I been saying this? When I say they don't give a rat's ass about you and they don't give a rat's ass about me, this is what I'm talking about. They call Trump Hitler. They call him a fascist. They call him a threat to democracy. What in the world do you call this? What do you call this when you literally are the exact amendment? You're the exact phraseology. You're the definition of yours to protect enemies, foreign, both foreign and domestic. It's in the Constitution. This is an exemplification of that clause. You're literally making it unsafe for hardworking, taxpaying American citizens to walk down the street and enjoy an afternoon stroll. Dare I say having to go get groceries. Dare I say having to drive to work. Dare I say having to go get the bare essentials, take your kids to school. Things that literally are just fundamentals of living. Fundamentals of breathing oxygen as an American citizen. They want to make it difficult. They want to put all these blockades up. This is insane. Nixon resigned over a couple of pictures, and this guy gets awards. This guy gets a pat on the back. Pushing up daisies, Pelosi has the absolute audacity to look us in the face and say he deserves to be on Mount Rushmore? Are you out of your freaking mind? And is anybody saying anything about this? Is anybody doing anything about this? Representative Jayapal, who actually tells the American public that Biden and Harris were not responsible for the current-born crisis and that they actually didn't lose thousands of migrant children, if you can believe this. Watch this.
Today's hearing will be one final attempt by the majority to use all their same false talking points, that the Biden administration purposefully created a border crisis and lost, in quotes, lost tens of thousands of children, all of which we know is wrong by the facts. And I'm sure the Secretary will address this as well. But let's just be clear, these children are not lost.
I think Trump was right again. I mean, I think they absolutely hate America. How else can you make sense of that? Don't believe your eyes and ears. Believe what I'm telling you. But wait, there's actually more. He just approved Zelensky and Ukraine the authority to use long-range missiles to launch, American-made, by the way, which require American experts, which, again, this has been such a pussy war by the Biden-Harris administration. We've essentially just been hiding in the bushes. I mean, here, you guys go fight. We'll give you all the stuff. Here, I'll give you my gun. I'll give you my missiles. But, hey, you guys go do it. Such a pussy war that we're literally funding, that we're literally 100% involved in, but we're just not showing our face like the cowards that we're not supposed to be. He actually gave Zelensky permission to use these missiles to launch them into Russia. And boy, did he ever. Now, how do you think, I showed you a video, what Putin's response was if that day were ever to happen. Check out what the ambassador just said yesterday. Watch this.
If long-range missiles are going to be applied from Ukraine into Russian territory, it will also mean that they are operated by American experts, military experts. And we will be taking this as a qualitatively new phase of the Western war against Russia, and we'll react accordingly. As regards Trump's position on Ukraine, I cannot guess. He said that he is a president of peace, not the president of war. Politicians in particular, who declare that they prefer peace to war, deserve support, I think, in general.
This is about as heavy and serious as it gets, my fellow Americans. This is about as heavy and serious as it gets. Those are stark, very ominous words from Lagerov, the foreign minister. This fake propagandist media actually has the audacity to say, no. Trump's going to start, if you vote for Trump, he's going to start World War III. You just pulled the trigger. Your vegetable in chief and invisible, non-present, God knows where she is, Kamala Harris. Oh, wait, I found her. I found Kamala Harris. Check this out. There she is. She's in Hawaii. Of course, take a vacation. The world is about to blow up. Why not? Let's go have some pina coladas and relax. There she is, pictured in Hawaii just the other day. Vice President Kamala Harris, hard at work for the American people. So let me get this straight. You enacted the worst inflation that we've seen in decades, an economy that's in absolute disarray, that normal Americans can't afford anything, gas, groceries, bills, utilities, let alone anything nice like go on vacation or Christmas. You initiated the worst border crisis in the history of America, over 18 million plus illegals, which have taken the lives of thousands of Americans, including Laken Riley and Jocelyn Nungare. You spent over $200 billion of our taxpayer dollars to fund this forever war, which never would have happened under Trump. God knows countless other things that I just don't even have the time to get into. And in your last few days in office, you decide to literally pull the trigger on World War III and make it easier for these illegal migrants to enter our country, breaking the law every single time they cross that border. And yet he's Hitler. We're garbage. We're Nazis. We're racists. We're a threat to democracy. He's a threat to democracy. The hypocrisy knows no bounds. I know I've said it once. I'll say it a million more times. The hypocrites are a ruthless bunch. And I don't know if there's enough warnings in the world that can prevent these guys from continuing these acts of absolute tyranny. This is why I want you to share this and tap the thumbs up, because there's 70 plus million people voted for this crap. That's half our countries, our brothers and sisters. I see a lot of people out there that are happy. Oh, I love drinking liberal tears, and I love saying, I don't want to see anybody's misery. I don't want to see anybody be unhappy. I don't like seeing joyless Bahar get so upset about, Trump winning and then sharing that with her millions of, hypnotized audience members. What it really does to me is it deeply saddens me, because these are the citizens that we have to go to work with. These are the citizens who take care of us when we're sick, who maybe serve our kids food when we enter their diners. These are the people who drive us to the airport. These are the people who make sure that our parks are clean so we can have a nice, decent place to take our kids and our babies to enjoy the afternoon on a sunny day. I don't take any enjoyment out of anybody's misery. It drives me to real visceral sadness, because I know why they think that way. I know why they voted for Kamala. It's because they don't have any idea what's really going on. They actually believe the veneer. They believe the facade of Biden welcoming Trump back. Yeah. See, we're the party that is all about the peaceful transfer of power. See, we believe in democracy. See, Bill Clinton was on Steve Colbert the other day. You see, it's so nice to see Biden welcome him back, even though Trump didn't do that. Yeah, see, look at us. We're so professional, and we care about democracy. But when you're not looking, it's a million times worse. I would rather a friend stab me directly in the face than stab me in the back. And that's what these hypocrites do. On the surface, yeah, we're the team of democracy. We're for democracy. See, we're professional. See, we're above all the noise, etc., etc. But when you're not looking behind your back, we're going to destroy your country. We're going to go for your kids. We're going to destroy the very fabric of law and order. We're going to start forever wars. We're going to send your kids to those forever wars. We're going to do what we want to do because we really don't care about you, and you're dumb enough to believe it. I throw this off to you guys. I can't wait to get your thoughts on this. I don't say tap the thumbs up for me. I don't want you to think that. It's not for vanity. I say tap the thumbs up because I want our fellow Americans to be educated and to see the truth behind the veneer, behind the facade, behind the pretense. So if you have a second, please tap the thumbs up, share this with everybody you know, and let me know in the comments what you think. If you have opposing views, believe me, this isn't good for my blood pressure. This isn't good for my anxiety and depression, okay? If you got something that will quell that, as opposed to just these platitudinous talking points like, no, everything's fine, everything's great. No. I don't need that because I'm not stupid, okay? I may be, heated and I may be passionate, but I'm definitely not stupid. But if you have something to say, I welcome all viewpoints. As long as it's constructive, as long as it's engaged in critical thought, and it's not personal ad hominem attacks or links, all that stuff goes right to spam. If you got something to say, please share it. I would love to hear it. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here, especially this one we just covered today. Tap my face right there to subscribe and follow. It's free. Sign up for our free newsletter. That's in the pinned comment, show notes, and description. It's your insurance policy so you never miss out. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless the USA.